brother, if you build an 8-point lead on me in the fourth quarter, I should never win that game. That means a lot of things have been going right for you. It probably means I'm frustrated. You need to hit 1 or 2 more shots max and it's done with. Yet that was not the case for what you're about to see. This guy, I'm not gonna lie, after I watched it back, he definitely sold. I did some of the right things, but boy, he sold. So there's 3.5 minutes of game time left here roughly, and I just need a quick bucket. Knowing that post scores are pretty much OP this year, just gonna go ahead and give it to Anthony Davis and let him work. Draymond is a good defender, but he is a baby, so go ahead and cut that to 6. And his first possession on offense after that will tell you why he struggled here. Just look how you could call this good ball movement, but he's definitely rushing, just trying to find an opening. The ball never reliably touches the paint. Shout out to the Lakers, they just kind of have good defense. You see I'm kind of keeping it on the perimeter. There's only 6 seconds left. He wanted a blow by, he wanted something. It's just going to be an Andrew Wiggins step back. I will live with that. If I lose to that, I live. That was great. The ball sniffed the paint exactly 1 time that play. I don't score here, but I did want to show you what I was talking about in yesterday's video. Of course, I want that AD post up again because he doesn't have a legit center out here. He does the smart thing and plays off of Vando, so I'm just going to go ahead and call that cut. And then he does exactly what I said you could do. You don't have to worry about these cuts all the time. They might seem OP, but if you just get a body back there, you're gonna get a stop, especially if it's not on some magnificent finisher. That being Vando, he defended this well. Then he immediately sold because he wants a backbreaker. There's 2 minutes left. He's getting tired. He wants the home run. He is trying to pop bottles before taking straight shots. In his defense, this is a really good shot, especially online. I personally think I would have made this, but this is also what I was talking about. People online just not making their shots and bailing you out. Speaking of bailouts, I do the same to him because I'm just trying to get a freelance bucket. AD ran into my space, or I ran into his. I'm going to miss that layup because if there's a body there, you are going to miss. And speaking of missing, here he goes again. Bail! He didn't even hit rim. How do you not hit rim in that situation? And now he's gonna turn it over. No, dead ass, he executed perfectly. He had the little crossover into the push dribble. Both of my guards are behind half court. Gets the blow by on D'Lo and even gets a step closer than he did the last time. There is just no way you missed this shot. But also, look what else he could have done here. He could have given Chris Paul the ball in the corner and shot that 3, and he would have made that one. I am guaranteeing a catch and shoot corner 3 ends this. So yeah, this shot was less sus than the last one. He just couldn't time it. But not even hitting rim is crazy. Either way, off of that steal, I am going to catch him lacking. You see where in transition, Anthony Davis is unguarded, so he has to run at him. Now we're swinging, and he does what any sensible person would do. Once again, just play off of Vando, which I could probably hit shots with Vando, but at this point in the game, if I draw it closer because I hit a 3 with Jared Vanderbilt, you just live. The only problem with that is he's doing too much. He's got Dre, Steph, Chris Paul, and Wiggins all on one side of the floor. That leaves Klay Thompson splitting Vando, AD, and Russell. So I've really got options here. I'm just gonna swing from the same place he was shooting with Steph, and I'm not gonna miss. That's where I started to feel like I could actually come back and win this. I thought I could do it for real now. Down to under 2 minutes remaining. He hasn't scored since nearly the 4-minute mark. He was losing his composure, you could tell. Gonna bring it up with Chris Paul. And here's what I do, right? Especially with the Warriors, I'm not letting you comfortably get into any kind of action. I am not just gonna let you create space or ISO with Steph and call game on me. I see the handoff coming. Steph catches it, and Chris Paul, you see, this is what I would have done if I were him in this situation. This is the difference. I am user cutting Chris Paul straight through this just to muck things up. AD's probably gonna go with him, but still, that way I can start swinging the ball, just kind of create some penetration, try to catch him off guard. Instead, he lets Paul cut right through his space, which is just gonna let me double him. I'm gonna make him make decisions because what he wants to do here is just come off this Draymond screen and hit me for 3 or get into the paint. No, absolutely not. And I know you're not about to roll with Dre either, which once again, I probably would have done. Unfortunately, he is not. He's gonna do the predictable thing and simply just pass to Chris Paul in the corner. So I've blown up whatever it was he wanted to do with Steph. He kind of doesn't know what to do with little time on the shot clock left. Now he's just got to make something shake, and he really could have here. Look at this. I messed this all up because as a part of this set, Draymond cuts to the rim. I don't know where I was going with Vando. I think I was trying to come double, and if he just throws this to Draymond right there, I folded. Instead, he takes just a second too late. It's like he didn't even notice it. It's like he only wanted to cook with Steph. That is a turnover. I will take that. And then transition, I'm going to find Austin Reeves. Unfortunately, not for 3. It's going to be the long 2. I know I'm cooking now though. It's down to 1. He has showed zero composure this entire time. I know I got him. And like my brother in Hoop, at this point, just call a play, because what are you doing? There's an ISO with Chris Paul here. The paint is completely clogged. He has not reliably touched the paint. He tries to give it to Steph there. The ball is gonna bounce. He's gonna drive straight into Anthony Davis. I think he just thought he was gonna get a foul there. Now I am in transition. Why not just call a play? Really, I could have taken my own advice, because I was cooking nothing this play. He had me locked up. I am going to score here simply off the fact that he doesn't have an actual center out there. Anthony Davis is going to swim Draymond Green. I actually could have hit that step back. AD might have even fouled him there, but now I'm in the lead. 38.7 seconds left. I just have to give a possession of solid defense. He has not scored in quite some time. He's trying to create a blow by with Steph, and he gets a foul. So really what I was doing on this possession, I was just trying to get Anthony Davis back into the paint. Once again, he's on Draymond Green. If he games me with Draymond, I would just take the L. Also, because of the way he's moving with Steph, I really wanted to be prepared for him to try to get into the middle of the floor and maybe get a 3. So I was just gonna do my work with AD. Instead, he blows by and takes a terrible angle, because he does this at the same exact time that Klay Thompson is cutting. I don't think you should be rewarded for that. I wasn't rewarded earlier when I did something similar. Yeah, I guess LeBron fouled him, but damn, he really didn't have to do anything there. That was just a force. So now he's finally scored, right? And as I said in yesterday's video, simple basketball principles, it's all that's gonna come out here. He has made the bet for the last possession of defense that he can just play with Draymond Green off of Vanderbilt. In his logic, he's probably going, how does he have Vando in a closing lineup? And this is why I don't understand people, specifically this year, who will complain about off-ball defense, because look how easy it is to beat. I get why he was playing off-ball. I'm not even mad at him, but he gave me this one really, really easy. If I wanted to go one-on-one with Braun, he wanted to be able to help and or double, but I'm not just gonna send Vando straight to cut. He will probably guard that. I'm gonna give it to AD first, and then I'm gonna call the cut. That keeps Draymond a little bit above the free throw line, wondering what I'm about to do up here. He's late on the recovery, out of position, I lead. That's how simple it is to beat off-ball defense. He has 2 timeouts here, yet he doesn't take it. He rushes. He's frustrated. He turns it over. What was he doing? I think that he thought he was just gonna catch Klay Thompson in transition, get into the open paint, which he wouldn't have, because I would have just helped with AD. Instead, that rushed pass, it's contact. I'm going to the line. I'm not missing at the line, but he's only down 3. I'm using Vando to guard Steph on this last possession. If he wants to get a cross, he's gonna have to do it oversized, and he's not gonna get across at all. It's a stop. And yeah, I just had the matchup switched here. Totally out of position, by the way. If he would have chilled out for a second, he might have been able to get an easy 2 with Draymond, possibly, or an easy shot somewhere, because when I switched this, D'Angelo Russell, I guess, was supposed to get back to Draymond, or it looks like it was LeBron going there. I guess Russell was going to stay with Wiggins. Either way, all of it's irrelevant. He thought he was about to cook with Steph. He did not. I do not miss free throws. And now he's in a rush, and after all this time, he is finally going to get what he was looking for. If he could have done that earlier, I would have lost. It's just too little too late though. He's got 1 timeout. I'm not choking. He's gonna try the same thing again, and I ain't gonna hold you, I definitely fouled him. I had to stop the pull up because I did not want a 1 possession game. Well, Russell's AI probably fouled him here for sure. I guess I didn't foul him with LeBron. I think I was in his landing space. Whatever the case may be, that's exactly what Steph's whistle is like in real life, and that is game. I scored 17 points in the span of 3.5 minutes. That has got to be the sell of all time.